注意事項。
Time flies so fast. Before you know it, Lantern Rite's almost here again. The people of Liyue must have already started preparing for the most important festival of the year, right? Hopefully Paimon will be able to check out tons of great food again this year. Anyway, let's go to Liyue Harbor and see what's up.
こんにちは、緑のリスです。解答祭2023年バージョン 3.4 の解答祭やっていきたいと思います。パイモンのオープニングトークもあったので、これですね。いや、私原神始めたのが2021年の大晦日で、なのでまともにプレイした最初のイベントが去年の解答祭だったんですよ。なのでちょっと思い入れがあって、今年もどんなストーリーかむっちゃ楽しみに待ってたので、早速やっていきます。見て、もう勝利先生が見えるよ。もう このさ、キャラが普通のこの風景の中にいるっていうのがもうさ、
Paimon votes we go say hi to Xiangling first.
ご飯だから。
Eh? Xiangling? What a pleasant surprise meeting you here!
Definitely.
Oh? Why, the pleasure is all mine. As is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late?
Everything has been going great.
I sense you are older and wiser than the last time we met. It seems your travels continue to yield valuable insights.
Thank you, John Lee.
You are too kind.
So, Xiangling, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
そうね、だいたいいつもここにいるよね。お話聞いてるよね。
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea. However, I had planned to take a walk to Chingsa village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
ね、ジョン・リーはなんだっけ、得意料理っていうの、日本語でスペシャルディッシュもタケノコ入ってるもんね。
Huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead? Wait, Paimon knows! Because Zhongli prefers the finer things in life, right?
そうね。なんで急にホタルちゃんそんな顔すんの？
Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
まあ、ありえそうだよね。
An astute observation, Paimon. You know me well indeed. Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list. May I ask if you have already made arrangements for the days ahead?
フータオのためにお買い物してるの？
Well, we were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land. Generous cuts of pork belly and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
I've never had anything like it. I'm already drooling. 絶対ジョン・リーの特別料理のことやんね。
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Paimon's onto your plan. You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
目輝いてますよ。めっちゃ睨んでますよ。
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing.
口元笑ってますよ。
I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots one could ever hope to taste.
もう絶対その使ってるやん。
Let's go, traveler. Paimon's taste buds can't take it anymore.
Ready to go when you are.
Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has got to get our hands on some of that soup.
そうだよね。あんなこと言われたら食べたくなっちゃうよね。
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well. I shall leave the bamboo shoots to you.
うまいこと使
Should
わ
you
れた
have。the good fortune to find some, please share them with me as well.
はい。
See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
うまいこと言ったな。
However, there is no need to rush.
あ、そうなの？でもフ
The
ータ余ってん
streets
じゃ
of
ない？
Liu will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period. By all means, go wherever your interests lead you.
まあジョン・リー自身がゆったりと過ごされてる方だからね。他の人をわざわざせかすことはしないよね。
The nascent bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends.
背景が綺麗だよ。I understand. We will check in with you later at Wansheng Funeral Parlor.
We're heading out. Enjoy your walk, Young Lee.
Take care now, you two.
うまいことお使いをさ、うちらになすりつけたんやんな。まあいいけどさ。ジョン・リーのためなら行くよ。
Bamboo shoot, bamboo shoot, nascent bamboo shoot. Oh, this one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one.
どれのこと？これか。3つ？あ、これ普通の？このちっちゃなミニマップにあるちっちゃな丸の中に、あ、これか。
These should be enough. Let's head back.
Help! Help!
Did you hear that? Someone's calling for help. It's coming from over there.
あ、え？通りすがったよ今。ショートでスレンダーの男性が覚えてる？
Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
どういう格好やねん。
I think I'm okay now. Thank you
なんか
so much.
NPC どんどん進化してるよね。すごい NPC 来たな。
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl?
かわいい。もう一回手振って、もう一回。
Greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
It's a pleasure. All the pleasure's all mine.
Whoa, she's so well-mannered.
そうね。礼儀正しい。
My name's Paimon, and this is the traveler.
Greetings.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine.
Dvorak って言ったよね、今ね。J はどこに入ってんの、その綴りの。
I came through Stone Gate, intending to head towards Liyue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery. And before long, I was completely lost.
あら。
Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yao Yao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
そんなに滝に心を打たれて、フォンテーヌはそれこそもっと水がの都なんじゃないの？まあでも地形が違うのかな。
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippy. You definitely have to be careful.
そうだね。
Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't let your mind wander. As long as you watch your step, accidents like this won't happen anymore.
そうだね。なんか可愛いな。
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
Yes, ma'am って言いたくなるよね。あ、
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through.
すごいな。しっかりしてるいい子だな。
I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy levels up.
Long journey ahead of you って、あれでしょ、リーウェハーバー行くんでしょ。まあでも一応距離あるか。
I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack, Why don't we split them between the four of us?
おやつ分けてくれるの？
Aw, what a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Paimon!
お前そこしか気になってないだろ。
You're welcome.
みんなで食べたのね。
So tasty. If only there were more.
もう You already had the sum to beast share. よっぽど食べたんだな。だ十
Having
分
a
食べたっ
healthy
て。
appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was gonna run into you, I would have made a second batch.
Paimon's still growing. まだ成長期なのねって。パイモンこれ以上成長すんの？人間サイズになれるかな？
Hope you're taking notes, traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon.
なんてすごいな態度が。
What do you think, sir? Are Liyue's snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
確かに西洋のおやつに比べてアジアのおやつは甘みが足りない。あ、でもそんなことないな。あんことかあるもんな。
No, they're perfect.
Perfect?
When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. Both are delicious in their own way.
サクサク生地のことかな？
As for Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
フォンテーヌの料理も超楽しみ。
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence tour.
あ、出た。ずっと深夜がいろんなところでイリデッセンスツアー言ってたやつ、やっとなんか深夜以外の人が言ってるよ。
Iridescence tour?
That sounds somewhat familiar.
The
聞いたことあるよ
Iridescence
ね。
tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation.
そっか、ロックミュージックはそもそもフォンテーヌの音楽なんだっけ？発祥。
At least, all the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festivals. But I have some personal reasons, too.
Well, what are they? Just tell us already.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
一体どんな話や？
Oh, I love listening to stories.
Okay,
We want to hear it too.
okay.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels. As he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard. Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning.
それやばくない？
When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura. Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word.
へえ、神様？
My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind. In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy.
妖精さん？
The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called the Lady Overlooking the Lake.
へえ。
People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Wow.
It's a nice legend.
Well, yes. As it stands now, it's become a touch too romantic and detached from reality. But I understand the original story and its historical grounding better than anyone else. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants.
あ、じゃあリウエら辺で起こったことなの？
Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago.
どこかわかんないの
So I
か。
always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a haystack.
なるほどね。でもどこかだろうってことね。
I've spent many years on the
そう
road
か。
now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
なるほど。どこかわかんないけど、でもそこにたどり着けることができたらきっとわかるんじゃないかって思ってずっと旅してる感じかな。
Well, I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel.
おう
Paimon too! It's like... imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower, Chris. Which is the best part, by the way. Because you wanted to eat it another day. But then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again!
なんか違くない？
Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
なんか違うと思う。
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
ほ
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom. But more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music.
う。うん、確かにね。
So I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate.
ほ
A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue. So I followed their advice and made my way here.
う。なるほど。確かにウェンティの仕業かもしれない。That settles it then. It was Liyue.
Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me eventually.
Are you sure?
あ、
It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies from Chingsa Village.
なんかいいことなんだけど、君だいぶ現実的な子供だな。
Rex Lapis has returned to the world. Just give me some incense and a little mora towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo and ask him to keep you and your family safe and well. And so on and so on.
んなやつからにやからがいるのか。
Don't worry, Yao Yao. We have a lot of experience with deciphering omens and stuff.
でもどうする？ヤオヤオからしてみたら会ったばっかの君たちも怪しいかもよ。
And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
確かにね。
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of mora on several bottles of fine wine, which I left at the statues of the Seven along the way.
ああ、well, Venti will be happy. ベンティは喜んでると思うよ。
Oh dear.
うん、そうしろって言われたの。
Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss Ganyu?
おお、ガンユーとヤオヤオの絡み見れるのむっちゃ嬉しい。
I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss Ganyu and the Chising know just about everything.
そうやね。
If you've been scammed, they'll help you get your Mora back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking for that lady's family, they'll be the best people to ask.
後半の言ってることはそうなんだけど、前半のモラの部分はモンドで起こったことならどうしようもないんじゃないか。But yeah, that does sound like a good idea.
But you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was going to take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble at all. You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern Rite.
そうだね。タケノコも摘んだしね。Then let's get moving.
All right. Well, my sincere thanks to you all. I will never forget your kindness.
いえいえ。
Okay, everyone, please follow me. I'll be your guide. Remember to watch where you're going, okay?
この顔かわいいな。むっちゃかわいい、この得意げな顔。
Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job. Oh well, Paimon will just be a cheerleader instead.
それもいいね。
Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last.
あれなんか夜になってる。
It's almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration. It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
そうだね。
Great. Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself.
素敵。
The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
I'm glad that you're enjoying the city.
指揮棒？なんか不思議だな。人を追ったことあるけど、人に追ってきてもらうとなんか本当に少しずつなんだね、追ってくるの。それはゆっくり来るんだ。ワープした。あ、
Hey everyone! Fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
What a nice surprise.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends. They are...
実はもう知ってるんだな。
Traveler Paimon and Mr. Dvorak, right? I've known them all for quite a while.
あ、そっか、遺伝子ツアー関連ね。So you already know each other.
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
まあそうだろうな。
Well, feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something or other has come up to stop our plans from materializing.
残念だね。
Is that right? I guess it can't be helped. So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the Lantern Rite celebrations?
A Lantern Rite music festival? Yes, please!
No, I'm actually here on personal business this time.
あ、そうなんだ。
Oh, so no Lantern Rite music festival?
じゃあもともとそのつもりで来たわけじゃなかったのね。
I mean, that's not just up to me.
確かに。
Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now, I think it'd be too rushed.
Wait, but we're going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge. Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Keqing and Miss Ningguang can make anything happen.
You mean... what?
驚いてる。
This is the perfect opportunity! Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion.
そうだよね。聞く分にはいいよね。A Lantern Rite music festival would be something different.
That's the spirit! See? Even the traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak, don't let yourself be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists.
他にもローカルアーティストがいるの？
My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe, we should be able to get something going.
なるほど。
But what about you, Xinyan? Are you just going to sit this one out?
What do you take me for? If we actually manage to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
そうだよね。
Wow! There's that rock and roll spirit!
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
Okay. I'll give it a shot.
OK が軽かったぞ。
But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask. Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right away and start working on this.
燃えてきたね。
Yao Yao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing, please send her my regards.
Okay, I promise I will. Good luck with your music, Xinyan. You've got this, Xinyan! So partner of yours Shinya mentioned just now. Is that anyone we know?
Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before. Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her. I know you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that.
めっちゃしっかりしてるやん。綺麗だな。やっぱ解凍祭綺麗でいいね。ちょっとこれ見てこう。わあ、すごい綺麗。今年は鳥さんですね。綺麗だよ。
Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
師匠さん。
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not a bundle of energy like you.
I haven't seen you in days, Master. I've missed you.
かわいい。
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the Lantern Rite, are we?
Greetings, Madam Ping.
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Qixing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival.
Oh, an old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
If we could add some musical elements to the Lantern Rite.
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it.
そうだね。
For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern, or is there any other issue?
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations.
そうだね。音楽はいろんなものをつないでくれる。
Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth. Nevertheless, all fine things in life can be appreciated. And so, I look forward to it immensely.
Hear, hear. I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you are the wisest old lady I've ever met.
すごい喜んでる。
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yao Yao, whatever have you been feeding them?
Lotus Crisps.
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with. Yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Thanks, Madam Ping. We'll see you again soon.
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave now.
Ganyu!
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well.
かわいい。
Also, these dried Qingshan leaves make a great pot of tea that's very good for you. I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again.
Well, this is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
確かにね。Paimon, you're running your mouth again. Don't listen to Paimon.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid.
Criticism.
I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on.
確かにちょっと仕事中心だよね。
Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Ah, Paimon will do the honors.
説明しました。
What's wrong? Did Paimon go over everything a bit too fast? It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon's more than happy to go over it again.
It may be a little difficult to make this happen.
そうなの？
Oh?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, but also appeal to the tastes of Liyue citizens from all walks of life.
確かに。
The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to predict how a brand new show will be received. It would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music festival.
確かにね。
All very valid points. I completely understand.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as the final act of this year's festivities.
鳥？
Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue, let's reserve a space at the docks.
So we're not stealing anyone's thunder, but we will end the night on a high note. いいね。誰も邪魔にもならないけど、楽しく過ごせるぞ。
Yes, my thoughts precisely. Now I just need to take some time to give this proposal some polish.
ノリのいいじゃん。
As long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons and highlight the key points of the proposal, given that Ping and the Traveler have both given the idea their blessing, I'm confident that Qixing will be sure to give it serious consideration.
すごいな。マダムピングをピンって呼び捨てにしたぞ。まあでもそっか。1000人仲間だもんね。
Mr. Dvorak, I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to Liyue, as well as their catering and accommodation requirements.
いや、そんな来ないと思うよ。
Oh, yes, certainly. Let's step to the side and discuss further.
あ、来るの？
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu's as diligent as ever.
Indeed.
I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good at. So, with that in mind, Ganyu shouldn't feel compelled to become perfect at absolutely everything.
本当に大人だな。
I'm good at taking care of people, so that can be left to me.
そうやね。みんなそれぞれの得意分野で頑張ればいい。
Wow. Hey, Yo-Yo, can you take care of Paimon too? Paimon's getting hungry again.
こいつ。Paimon, you're trying to freeload again.
I'm afraid my backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I can bring you some of your favorite dishes next time we meet.
本当にいい子だな。
Apart from lotus flower crisps, what else do you like?
Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
本当にシャンディに作ってもらいなさい。
Here's what I've drafted so far. Anything else you want to add?
No, this is excellent. I'm racking my brains, but I don't think you've missed a single thing.
まあさすが含有ね。
Perfect. Then we'll leave it as is. I'll go make an official copy. Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping up our discussion here.
That was quick.
Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this. I will inform the Qixing of this development immediately. Please give me a moment to pass on the message. Yao Yao, thank you for bringing my herbs. I will make sure to take them.
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu. You mustn't just chew them raw.
怒られてる。
I will.
Okay, I should be getting back. If Yo-Yo stays out for too long, Mom and Dad will be worried sick. Everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before, I wish you all a very happy Lantern Rite.
ちゃんと親御さんがいる設定ね。
Thank you, Yao Yao. Happy Lantern Rite to you, too.
We should go get dinner together sometime!
そうやね。そしたら大人なんだからパイモンというかトラベラーが払ってあげるよ。 Stay put and wait for 2 hours 2 hours ちょっと待って、その前にこの人に話しかけてなんかあるかな。
That lady I just talked to, Ganyu? She really thinks of everything. It got me wondering, could it be that all our failed attempts so far have been down to our failure to properly prepare for different contingencies?
Maybe. 2時間後 After a short
Greetings,
wait.
Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Call me Kuching.
2 hours ってショートじゃないよな。
Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal.
Oh.
Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Qixing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
ロジスティクス担当。
Yay! That's awesome!
Unbelievably efficient. Kuching strikes again.
Please. The Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next step. On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new and innovative.
あ、確かにね。
As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
確かに。クチンはすごいノリノリでやってく
Thank you
れそ
so
う。
much, Kuching. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again, so I didn't dare to get my hopes up. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined this going so smoothly. It's like a dream come true.
よかったね。
Right. Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this is a rare opportunity. We'll make sure it's a night to remember.
そうだね。楽しまなきゃ。
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
イエーイ
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing from here. For a musician, music will always be the language they are most fluent in.
What about your ancestor and the fairy lady?
Oh, that. Well, that can wait for another time.
そうね。せっかくイリエッセンスツアーがやっと実現しそうなんだもんね。ちょっとそっちも夢だもんね。
Ganyu? What's wrong?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that I forgot all about it.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so it was always going to be a long shot. Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between this concert and everything else going on during the Lantern Rite.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an Adeptus. What do you think?
It's definitely possible.
To tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself. I am part human and part Qilin. The Qilin is an illuminated beast. I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before, trying to find out where I belonged.
そっか。
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin?
すごい驚いて
Are
る。
you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
アーティスティックライセンス。
You bet they're real! Trying to track them down is tough, though. Like Julian Karst itself. There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but getting in and out of there is quite an ordeal.
そうね。普通に普段出入りしてるけどね。
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Liyue's cultural history, I'm probably not the best person to ask.
心中とか詳しいんじゃない？
But if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
I see. I think I understand the situation now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide the work between us?
Yes, that was also my thought.
なんか毎年仲良くなっていくよねこの二人。ちょっと嬉しい。
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to our network and try to find the person he's looking for. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
I can probably get through everything in 2 days, as long as I don't sleep.
いや、寝ようよ。
Wait, what do you mean as long as I don't sleep?
そう、人間
Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll on your health.
そうだよね。
Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from Kuching.
そうね、この人もよく働くもんね。
Be it but 3 moons from the start, he who returns is not he that departs. Even I know the importance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
In that case, 3 days.
All right, I can work with that.
いいね。
If you have the time, would you join me for this search?
Of course.
You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company.
Of course.
Okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
3日後なの？探す、なんか今、トタルちゃんの鼻がバグったよ。3日間かけて探すんじゃなくて、準備すんのが3日ってこと？
Watch this space, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get to the bottom of this.
You're all so helpful and kind. I just...
言葉を失っちゃう。
Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. Wouldn't that be amazing?
そうね。
It'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly what this festival's all about.
マダンピングが若かった時のじゃないの？もしかして。I'm sure the wind that guided you here feels the same way.
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all the stops to make this lantern rite a true extravaganza.
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming too!
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Music sounds nice?
パイモン食い物にしか興味ないもんな。
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time. Let's revisit this question after the concert.
あー、綺麗だね。いいね。星空と映えるね。
Lady Yuhang?
Baiwen, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the festival.
ほう。
I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my own, so I was just on my way to report this incident to Lady Ningguang.
Strange melody? まさかウェンティじゃないの？
But I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of opportunity to take appropriate action.
絶対ウェンティだろ。
I understand. In that case,
Let us handle this one.
Yeah, Kuching, you're busy enough as it is. There's a ton of different things in the city that needs your attention. Leave it to us. Don't worry. Whatever it is, we'll definitely be able to handle it.
指振ってる。
Well, she will handle it.
まあそうだよな。君じゃないな。
With the traveler on the case, it's as good as dealt with. Thank you. This will be a great help. I will inform Lady Ningguang about the situation. Once it's resolved, please come and find me again at Yujing Terrace and let me know.
はーい。
Will do. And say hi to Ningguang for us.
you have my thanks too. Stay safe and come back as soon as you're finished.
はい。
Good luck.
She said she'll reach out to the Yunhan Opera Troupe? Huh, I see. Then I'll arrange for a rehearsal venue and accommodation as soon as possible. Everything should be ready tonight.
早っ。
Many thanks, Kuching. You know, I once heard someone from Liyue describe a person as swift as lightning and agile as the wind. At the time, I thought it was a curious expression, and I had a hard time piecing together a mental image of such a person. But now, having seen Kuching in action, I honestly can't think of any other way to describe it. It's such a vivid and expressive phrase, a testament to the richness of Liyue's culture.
まあ雷元素だしね。
You're too kind, Mr. Dvorak.
Byron said the strange tune was coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in...
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this. So, it's you two.
あら、こんにちは。
Yuan? How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
Sneaking up is the best thing she does.
You look pretty alive to me. I didn't spook you that bad.
確かに生きてますよ。
Fair enough.
Know anything about the strange music?
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
Okay.
The stuff by the door is in pretty good condition, though. It can't have been too long ago that someone was last living here. This place is completely empty. There's nothing valuable left here at all. The doors and the windows are all fine, so there definitely wasn't a break-in. How strange. It looks like it's been looted, except for the fact that there's no sign of a struggle.
あ、じゃあ一応なんか盗まれたっぽい
The bad
の？
guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but then how do you explain why the door and windows are intact?
ね。
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have happened here?
Yelan, you didn't hide some of the evidence from us on purpose, did you?
うんうんって。そんな家団を疑っちゃかわいそうでしょ。
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
そうだよ。なんでそんな疑うの？
Okay, well... Paimon gives up then. Paimon's got nothing.
What about you? Give up as well?
It's difficult to theorize with so little evidence. It must have something to do with that melody. そうなの？
Your instincts are pretty good. Or perhaps it's not instinct. The strange melody is one of the few pieces of information you have available after all.
そうなのよ。それしかインフォメーションないのよ。
Let me share a folk story with you.
ほ
A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were about to raid a village.
ほ
But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate the weak and warn them of their impending doom.
いやあね。
To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable belongings with them. Everything else was left behind.
すっごい嫌なやり方だな。
The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained in the villagers' hearts.
そうだよね。そりゃそうだよ。
Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee immediately.
かわいそうすぎる。
The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in.
なるほど。
That's quite the story.
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger.
先に逃げたんだね。
The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal.
If we use elemental sight, we could follow their tracks.
On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work today.
なんで？
Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using music to commit crimes and in making a clean getaway. Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Evidently, they were intent on keeping even the most experienced investigators off their trail.
ほう。じゃあウェンティではないのかな？
Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
Ooh.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit, we just need to follow Yelan.
まあそうやな。
Mm-hmm. As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not so much that it would slow them down.
あ、ついていけと。はい、ついていってますよ。
Here, look at this. These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction. Huh. Their pace is increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
そんな離れてないよね、でもさっきの場所から。
Again, and so close to Lantern Rite too. 'Tis not the season for their antics.
Come on, let's round them up.
はい。
Hey, who are you? Where did you come from?
え、なんでこっち見んの？
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low. So why don't you do us both a favor,
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
恐れた方がいいと思うよ。
Perhaps not, but you should be.
Yeah, you should be. あ、
Busted.
You're open.
Gotcha.
Curses. Seems like you're not all talk after all. But there's no going back now. Better.
あ、
Mercy! Have mercy!
早っ。
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
とどめを刺すの？
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do whatever you say. Please have mercy.
なんでやねん。
Tell us everything. You have one chance. And I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
怖い。
I won't, I swear. So Lantern Rite's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things. I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So I don't have the guts to break into somebody's house.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
なんかヒリチャーでいるんだけど。
Okay. Continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do. And eventually, I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run.
君被害者かい？
I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself.
なんてやつだ。
I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave.
お前さ、被害者なら気持ちわかるだろ。
But they did. And they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was too easy. I couldn't resist.
なんてやつだ、本当に。
It was completely wrong of me. I know that now. I'll return everything that I took. It's all still in perfect condition, and it'll be like it was never gone. Please, give me a chance, huh? Let me make it right.
そんな程度でさ、すいませんでしたって言うんだったら最初からすな。
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend Lantern Rite behind bars.
そうやね。
Yes? Yes?
Yes.
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me.
Oh.
Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. After that, I'll escort you to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do.
本当だよ。
Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an honest living?
そうだよね。
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on all of this yourself. There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here. Guess this is where I'll say goodbye.
Sure. Well done, Yelan.
What is it? Is there something else?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here.
え、なんで？行幸様の秘書から聞いたんだけど。その
You
秘書
helped a
が
lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. It works better for me too.
いや、耳にささやかれた。
See you when I see you. And happy Lantern Rite.
ドキ。
Yeon's such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved.
Yeah.
Whoosh! Random event, a strange melody, complete.
おい。
Although, it's kind of a shame that we never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the melody again.
Why is it a shame?
'Cause Paimon's curious, that's why. It's like when you have a tune stuck in your head, but you don't even know what it is. It's driving Paimon crazy. When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, music seemed like such a positive thing. And most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fuzzy, recall happy memories, or even just think happy thoughts. Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes.
It comes down to the ill will of the user. The bad deeds influence the emotions associated with the music.
Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense. Paimon's musical understanding improves again.
よかったね。
Well, anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get back to Liyue Harbor. Paimon's still waiting for us with our random event rewards. Byron, we're back! Everything's all sorted.
That's great news. Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang instructed me to advise her upon your return.
Ningguang.
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Lantern Rite. Don't mind us.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies.
あら。
Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize. Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion.
おう、じゃあ今後も支援しようかってこと？
Simply put, there will always be work to do.
そうね。
Whoa. You're already thinking that far ahead?
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if you'd prefer.
Oh?
I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
はい。
Yeah, it looked like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name.
Yes, なんか聞いたことあるぞ。
Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend. On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wonder whether the melodies will be to their liking.
Oh, they're gonna love them. I'm unsure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and Heroes of the Past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
だといいね。
Well, let's hope so.
Yes.
I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend.
はい。
I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to miss out.
はい。Absolutely. おー、終わった第1部。お、綺麗だの